For those in... yeah, can't do words right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Accidental Beauty. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Laura. I post videos around once a week-ish when I try to post videos once a week anyways. Usually about makeup and sometimes about fashion, lifestyle, all that good stuff. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so you get updates whenever I upload a new video. If you aren't following me on those platforms, you won't know that I recently got engaged. It's very, very, very exciting stuff. So I just thought I would share that on this platform too. But today, it's like, and in other news, today I'm gonna be showing you the easiest makeup tutorial ever. You don't need that many things and it doesn't take that much time. So I think that's super great and I think it's pretty universally flattering look. So this tutorial is for anyone who's having a hard time with eyeshadow and you see it, you love it, you buy it, but you really don't know what to do with it, then this video is for you. If you want to know how to get simple but very flattering look, such as the one that I have on right now, then please keep on watching. Okay, so for this tutorial, all you need are two things. You need eyeshadow and a makeup brush. So I'm going to be using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. You can use any eyeshadow you choose. I just really love this palette. I think it blends out so easily and it's a great palette for beginners. But whichever, even if you have just single eyeshadows, that works too. For brushes, I like these tapered blending brushes. So I have this bigger one from NYX and then this smaller one from Morphe. I think they're both amazing brushes and this is the type of brush that I like to use for my makeup. Obviously it's a personal choice, but I just highly recommend these two. So we have the NYX Pro Blending Brush. You can see it's fairly thick and fluffy with a bit of sort of a taper outwards. And then we have the Morphe M507 Small Pointed Blending Brush, I believe it's called. And these are both amazing for packing in color as well as blending it out, so I really like them. Sort of like you can do your makeup in one step rather than having a million brushes. So I really like that. Do not use these pieces of shit. Don't use these. They come with a lot of drugstore eyeshadow palettes. They also sometimes come in high-end eyeshadow palettes, which I don't know why. They're terrible. They're not good at making your makeup look good, so don't use them. They're basically like makeup sponges. Just don't use them. Don't. Moving on to the actual tutorial. So I have my full face on, except for my eyes, obviously. So I'd say this palette is very beginner friendly, even though there are a lot of shades and it's probably very overwhelming to a beginner. Pretty flattering, I'd say, on most skin tones. And the pigmentation is pretty good in my opinion. I'm gonna do a very simple look because yeah, I just want something very easy. This is like my go-to look when I don't have a lot of time in the morning when I'm getting ready. And it's just, I get so many compliments on this look and it's the easiest thing to do. So, and it takes like, honestly, it takes like 5 minutes to do. So it's quick, it's easy, and it's flattering. I'm gonna use the smaller brush today because I feel like you can be more precise with it, and I feel like that's good when you're not super comfortable with makeup and especially not super comfortable using a lot of color. I'm gonna go into this color, which is called Butter. I'm just gonna pick up, there we go, a bit of color on my brush and just sort of using semicircle motions or like crescent motions in the crease of my eye. I'm gonna pack the color in there. So just like this. And I'm not pressing very hard at all. Oops. Just going softly, making semicircles. And you can't really tell, but I put a little bit of color in there. And I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye. Now, that didn't have as much color as I would personally like. Some people will be fine with just this. So I'm gonna go into this shade, which is called Buns, and I'm going to start off on the outer V just because it's a darker color, so I want to focus that on the outer sort of edge, I call this the outer V of my eye. And just do the same on the other eye. So if you'll notice, I'm sort of concentrating it right on the outer portion of my eyelid and then also blending it up in my crease area. And because this is starting to look a little bit messy, and I've packed a little too much color in my lids, I'm just going to take this larger blending brush and just sort of go over the edges of what I've just done to sort of soften the color. And I'm just kind of going over everything to make the lines look less harsh. Okay, there we go. So that's looking nice. So I'm just gonna add in some foiled eyeshadow, so some of the like shimmery shades, because sometimes with these smoky eyes, they get a little too dark and smoky, and you need something to sort of balance them and make them look a little brighter so your eyes aren't just like covered in dark shadow, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna take this light shade over here. It's called Faint. This time I'm just gonna take it on my finger, because I find that these shadows apply much better with your finger than with a brush. That's just my preference. I'm just gonna make sure your fingers are clean before doing this, because you're also sticking this on your eye. So I haven't really decided. I think I'm gonna just put this over my whole lid except for the outer portion where I made it kind of smoky. So pretty much anywhere where I don't have eyeshadow on. Just gonna sort of brush that on, and look at how gorgeous and foiled that is. It like literally looks like foil. So pretty. Now I'm just gonna go back in with this fluffy brush and take that same shade that we put, the darker shade that we put on the outer V, which was called, I think, Buns? Yeah, so we're gonna take that bun shade and just lightly, just sort of dab it on the outside, and then just, I guess, pat it on where we already have it, and then try and like blend it a little bit into the foiled shade that we just put on. So like, I'm just sort of tapping it on, and then like brushing kind of where the foiled shade ends outwards towards the outer V, just to try and make it look a little blended. And then because that's not blended enough for my preferences, I'm going to use whatever I have left on my finger and do the same thing. Just kind of brush it out. Okay, that looks better. So I'm going to do the same on the other eye, and there you have it. That was the easiest thing ever. Now, some things that you can do to sort of enhance this look. I mean, this looks, you know, good on its own, but I like to add eyeliner to sort of really like make the eyes pop, mascara, false lashes, and then what you can also do is we can really just use the same shade that we put on our eyelids. So that was Faint. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, and I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, so pretty much like where your eye ends, I guess. Like, I don't even know how else to describe that. And I'm just gonna put that same shade right in there, just to really make your eyes pop, and it really just brightens up your whole look. So usually I like to use a different color, usually a lighter one, when I'm highlighting the inner corner of my eye, but because I wanted to make this look simpler, I'm just gonna stick with the same color. And then you can also highlight your brow bone area. So that's the area just underneath your eyebrow. And again, for simplicity, I'm just gonna use the same shade. So I'm just gonna brush that on. You obviously don't have to go with something so dramatic, but I find it really draws attention to your eyes and just makes your whole look come together so much better. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm going to put on some eyeliner, mascara, and false lashes, and some lipstick, and I'll be back. So this is the final look. Okay, so I know I really glammed it up, but you don't have to add false lashes or eyeliner or mascara. You can do whatever you want. I just feel like false lashes really ties a look together. But yeah, this look can be dressed up, it can be dressed down, it can be worn literally anywhere, and that's what I love so much about this look. It's so easy to do, it's simple, it's fast, and it's so versatile for literally any situation. Like, you can't go wrong with this look. So that's about all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful and informative to you, and if it was, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'll be posting more tutorials like this and just other, beauty, fashion related content, and I'll see you in my next video.